Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your partner learning activity number 2, which is all about class size reduction. I'm hoping that you are all here, wherever you are. I'm hoping that you're with your partners and that you're on time and that you are ready to work today, which is Wednesday, September 27th, 2017. So let me quickly go through today's objectives. With your partner, you are both, or maybe 3 of you, will explore and discuss issues about the class size reduction debate. I hope that you'll learn more about the organizations that have a say in policy making. And then third, I hope you can determine what steps would be taken next if you or somebody were to decide on a particular side. And so we are going to do this through a variety of tasks, but before we get going, hopefully all of you came prepared with the work you should have submitted by the time you're together. These were the questions I asked you to address and submit in Blackboard. So you will want to pull these out as you're going to start your discussion by quickly going through these responses already, talk a little bit about what you wrote, how you felt, and that sort of thing. So I'll give you some more specifics, but as I'm talking, you can go ahead and open up that work either through Blackboard or wherever else you saved it, so you have access to it. In addition, as I'm talking, somebody else can set up a Google Doc or Google Slides. The idea is that, you do have a lot to do here in the next 75 minutes, and I thought it might be nice if you all had access to the same document so that you could all contribute simultaneously. This said, you'll see I have a note down here that if that becomes super problematic or time consuming, you can use a Word document and then upload that. Again, you will have a lot to do here as soon as I'm done talking, and I don't want you to waste too much time with the technology. So I would rather you spend time on the work itself. So let me show you where you will spend most of your time today. You do have a lot to do in a short amount of time, so please be mindful of that and really work hard and work smart. So of course we are in week 5, as you know. So if you're in the week 5 folder, then, oh, you know what? You may not see this yet. Well, you're going to see it tomorrow morning, but I'm going to turn it on now just to show you what's in here. So this is again the week 5 folder, and in the week 5 folder you will see this very top link where it says Wednesday, September 27th partner learning activity, and you can see right here it says read me first, so you can open up this link, and this clearly, I hope, lays out what you are going to do today. You'll notice that I have provided some time suggestions. You don't necessarily need to start a timer, but this gives you an idea of how much time I think you should allot for each one of the tasks. So right now you are listening and watching the screencasts that goes over all the instructions. I'm at 3 minutes and 22 seconds now. Hopefully I can get done here in the next 2 minutes. As I mentioned earlier, you will spend some time, again, no more than 10 minutes, on the work that you already submitted. A couple things that you can look for are whether or not there were any discrepancies between your responses and your partners. Maybe you need to go ahead and add some new or different information to your original responses. Maybe there were things that you missed in your reading or your writing. And on that discussion board or Google Doc, not the discussion board, but in that Google Doc or Google Slides, that's where you can write down some notes like, hey, so-and-so didn't notice this about the reading, or maybe one person gave 2 reasons for opposing class sizes, but somebody else gave 2 different reasons. So you can just jot down a couple notes here and there about how that discussion went. The next thing that I'm going to ask you to do is, based on the 2 readings, discuss what you think the right choice is for schools. Should they spend more money on class sizes or not? Why? What evidence from the readings helped you make this decision? Or did you agree, not agree? And again, you can discuss and then jot down just a few of the main ideas on the Google Doc. Next, I'm going to have you check out an organization called the Heritage Foundation. They were referenced in the article called The Downsize to Small Class Policies. I'd like for you to find out who they are, what is their agenda, and think about any reasons that the study referenced in this article might be a no. In other words, why might they not believe class size reduction is the way to go? These last three questions, I'm asking you to specifically look at the class size reduction folder. Again, if you look into today's folder, you'll see that there's a folder within this folder called class size reduction articles 1, 2, and 3. When we look at those articles, you will look for three different things. The first one is an article number 1 by the NEA. So what is the general position of the paper? And I know you don't have a lot of time to read it carefully, but you can certainly scan it for information to come up with an informed answer there. What is the NEA? And then why might the NEA take the position that it does? Again, discuss and then jot down a few of the main ideas. Article number 2, I'm asking you, where was the article published? Do you consider this a scholarly source? If so, why? If not, why not? And then how would you describe it if it is not scholarly? Again, discuss, jot down a few main ideas. The third article is about myths related to class size reduction. So I want you just to think about what the myths are, and how does the organization debunk the myths? It's a pretty short read. Again, we're skimming for information and trying to gather as much as we can in a short period of time. And then, do you think this organization is in favor or against smaller class sizes? The last task is what I'm going to ask you to record. About 2 minutes at the most you can record, but certainly I expect you to talk a little bit more. Out of all the information presented about this issue of class size reduction, what was the most convincing? And if this was your research topic, what would you do next to find more evidence to support one side or the other? Once you have discussed and you have written down some main ideas, you'll go back into our discussion board or back into our Blackboard. You can go into discussions. You'll notice that there's a link here for partner learning class size reduction. You can upload a shareable link to the Google Doc, and you can upload the audio file. As I wrote here, I suggest uploading the Google link and then comment with the audio or video file. And that's it. I know it seems like a lot, but you have 75 minutes. Have fun, learn something. Please note that I will be unreachable until about 5 p.m. today. So if you have questions, I will respond to emails accordingly, which means probably not realistically until Thursday afternoon. Please have a good time. Do the best you can. Maybe you won't be able to get done with everything, but really do as much as you can. All right. Good luck. Have fun and see you soon.